Unbelievable! That is a dream goal!
They found it! They finally found the goal they were looking for!
What a finish that is! Do not scratch your eyes! This is really happening!
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Game and Frame. I'm Camden Brown. We're at McCarran Park this afternoon, and our matchup today is New York Ukrainians versus Hoboken FC. New York Ukrainians coming off a thriller of a win last week against Liberia. It was a 4-3 winner, a back and forth, exciting, classic Cosmopolitan matchup, and they're in third place on 25 points, sitting just 2 points behind Block FC. And their opponents, Hoboken, sitting all the way down in 8th. And really no opportunity to try to get into a playoff spot. But an exciting day nonetheless, because later on tonight, FC Sanzak, who are top of the league, undefeated, 14 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses. They just need 1 point when they play. 1 point tonight as they play Liberia FC to be crowned champions. So a historic opportunity for Sanzak to go all the way the whole season undefeated and be crowned champions. It's a beautiful day out here in McCarran Park. Sun's finally out. Nice little spring Sunday afternoon, and should be an exciting matchup today between New York Ukrainians and Hoboken. We'll be right back in just a few minutes with the kickoff. All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Ahead of a kickoff between New York Ukrainians and Hoboken. New York Ukrainians in their traditional red and black, and Hoboken in white New York Ukrainians getting this kicked off on the way. Najm settling it down. And immediate throw in deep in Hoboken's half for Ukrainians. And cleared away there from Hoboken. Is Matheny trying to Brewer.
Hey, who's on 21, Georgie?
Hoboken trying to build something, get something going here. As they switch it comfortably. Ball's long. Headed. Be a throw in for Hoboken. And going all the way back to Webster, and Webster will roll it out to Bierney, or Matheny. It's a ball into, it's a great chest down. Here's Miller. It's a strike at goal and a good opportunity, a good chance creation there for Hoboken. Ukrainians. Kasherba. Ivan Kasherba just bringing it down on his chest. Hoboken's passing around into Malky. And forward, there's some open space here for Hoboken on this left-hand side. There's Davidoff in the middle, and Webster able to pounce on that. It's Kasherba and Miller. Ricocheted off Kasherba. Now is with Najm. Into Brewer, the captain, who had a fantastic match last week with a couple goals and an assist. Assist for the game winner. As Miller gives chase now. Gonna be a throw in for Hoboken. Terzer. Intercepted there by Delise. Still Delise. A little bit too much. Dispossessed now. Tinder Reed is able to turn. Has Davidoff. Corner, foot down, headed back. Oh, back across. It was a good strike there from Trulio. Now, Matheny trying to find Kasherba. There's Malky now. Unger now to Brown. Aller. Dispossess. Clear it away. Ardestani into Najm. Najm to Brewer. He's got some space to work. He finds Miller out wide. Miller's going to try to cut in. Shot. Across. There was Ian Delarice making a late run into the box, and keeper just reading that really well. Potential offsides called. No offsides there. Now the flag is raised for Jake Milne, who is offsides. Bit of a late flag, but Kasherba. Back to Birney to Najm. Moyes now. Long ball over, trying to find Savchin. And Brown now for Hoboken. He's got enough space for him to drive into, playing Aller now. And it's going to be another offsides. Ukrainians not really happy with the late flags, but that's the law of the game. It just has to, sideline ref has to wait for the player to actually touch the ball before waving her flag. Be a free kick for Ukrainians. And Ardestani to stand over this. Rolls it out to Moyes. Now Matheny now. Gonna drive forward. Brewer in support. Nice little switch out back to Ardestani. Number 97 for Ukrainians. Najm into Brewer again. Savchin trying to find Delarice there. Turned over. Now it's with Hoboken and James Reed. Now Davidov. I'm going to switch it, but Webster's going to read that and roll it out to Artestani now. I'm trying to lift the ball to Miller. Does find Miller. It's a good ball. But offside's called to be a free kick for Hoboken. Brown rolls it to Malky. Aller now. And Artestani steps forward into Kasherba, holds it. Najm with a nice pirouette. Out to Miller. Ball into the box. No one's really there for Hoboken or Ukrainians. Out to Najm, to Delarice. Out to Savchin. Across. Out to Miller. Back across to Miller and chested down by Barkeen. Yesko rolls it out and Hoboken can counter now with Milny to Davidov. Milny keeping his run. Still Milny. Gets a strike away into Webster. Easy for Webster. Najm can get things going again for Ukrainians. Artestani. Now Moyes. Into Najm. Now Matheny. Driven ball. Trying to find Miller, but just a little behind the winger. It's going to be a throw-in for Hoboken. Now Malky into Torres. Good turn from the number 21. Nice little 1-2. Gets it back. Still Miller. Or Torres. Cutting inside. Dispossessed. Najm clears. Headed forward by Terzert. There's Reed. Reed. Still Reed. Opportunity for Torres, strike at goal. And again, right into Webster, comfortably into Webster. Touch, falls to Miller now. With Aller. Now Barkeen. Aller. Unger to Terzert. Big ball trying to find Davidov. Good touch by Davidov. Brings it down. He strike a goal. He does. Oh! Just wide from the striker. It was a wonderful touch to bring it back into his stride and get a shot away. Good Route 1 opportunity from Hoboken. Great chance created. Sherwood's going to try to head that on. Good battle there between him and Unger. Najm ends up with the ball. Here's the shout, Savchin. And then Najm again. Delise. And Delis now under some pressure from Hoboken. And Delis end up fouling Barkeen there. Be a free kick for Hoboken. Brown now to Terzer, the captain for Hoboken, dispossessed, or gives it up, falls to Brewer's captain counterpart for Ukrainians with Moyes now, back to Brewer. Artistani, all the way back to Webster. Moyes now. Sachin, number 10, cutting in on his left, as he likes to do. So Sachin, Brewer, Sachin again, can he get to it? Falls to Brewer. Now Malky. Delis getting the ball back for his squad, falls with Najim. Artistani, back to Najim. Now he turns it over, falls to Reed. Reed can, he's got Davidov just ahead of him. Now Malkit to Milne. Switch sides for a second here. Decent cross. Finds Davidov. Davidov cutting inside, getting a shot away. Blocked. And it's going to be a goal kick for Ukrainians. Brown trying to hit it forward. Miller chasing after it for Ukrainians. Unger to Terzer. Terzer's got some space to drive into. And it's a foul there. It's Torres. Try to let it run under him. Maybe ball fall to Davidov, and unfortunately for Torres, he gets his name in the book for the foul on Matheny. So Torres, the first player this afternoon to get his name etched into the referee's book. Free kick for Ukrainians. Now Matheny. Got Miller showing. Still Matheny. Brewer. Now Moyes. And a foul call will be a free kick for Ukrainians. It's going to be a corner kick for New York Ukrainians. Savchin going to whip this in with his left foot. That's within good ball. And headed away by Malkid. There's going to be another corner kick for Ukrainians. Ball back post. Kasherba challenging for it. Brewer getting the second header. Oh, it's bounced off the upright. And it's fallen in for New York Ukrainians. It's Brewer again, who had 2 last week. 1 off a set piece. And he's got another one here to give his team the lead. It's New York Ukrainians 1, Hoboken 0. Bit confusion there for Hoboken. A lot of them seemed to stop. Figured that ball was gonna maybe trickle away from the goal, but unfortunately for them, it found the back of the net. Now Hoboken find themselves 1-0 down. Here's Barkeen. Malkit. Now here's Miller. He's got Kasherba just ahead of him. Finds Kasherba. He's kind of just stuck under his foot. Couldn't gain possession of that. With Hoboken now with Terzer. Malkit into Torres. He's able to turn and keep possession under pressure. Allert to Barkeen. Now Malkit into Davidov. Falls to Brown. He's going to switch it. It's a great switch out to Terzer. Can he keep it in? Cannot keep it in. To be a throw-in for New York. That was Milne. Trying to pair away around Matheny. There's tenacious in his press. And it's going to be a throw-in for Ukrainians. Brown. Now, Delaris into Sabchin. Cut inside. Malkit. Miller. Delaris finds Kasherba. Kasherba's able to turn. Delaris continuing his run. Delaris on goal. It's Ian Delaris with the chance. Maybe a bit of an awkward finish. Tried to loop it over the keeper with the outside of his left foot. Ball to Davidoff giving chase. Trying to put pressure to Matheny. There's Park, who just came into the game. Now, Moyes finds Najim in some space. Park continuing his run. Now Davidoff for Hoboken. In on goal. Here's Torres. Could be equalizer. Oh, just wide. It was Milne who ended up being offsides. I believe both Torres and Milne were offsides as the ball was heading towards goal. So it'll be a free kick for New York. Headed forward, down, calls a Najim, who lifts it. Mullen. Artistani now. Matheny. Lifts it, trying to gets Mullen involved. He just came into the game for Ukrainians, along with Amar Moore's out wide here. He's about to receive, should be about to receive the ball. Showing for it. Matheny to Brewer. Here's Moyes. Lifts it, trying to find Curbelo. Artistani gets a touch. Artistani blocked. Here's Mullen. Here's Amar Moore. Cross. Still not away for Hoboken now. Brought down by Torres. Reed. Park. Beams it forward. Headed forward by Artist. Balls and maintaining control for themselves. Brewer to Najim, back to Brewer. Here's Najim. Trying to find Artistani, but gets lucky, gets the rebound. Back to Brewer. He's a good switch there to Amar Moore. A little high for the winger, but trying to maintain possession. Still after it. Amar Moore still comes away with it. Amar Moore, here's Curbelo. Curbelo trying to find some space. Amar Moore. Great block there from Yesko. And it's a corner kick for Ukrainians. Savchin gonna another left-footed in-swinger for this corner kick. Good ball. Oh, there's again Brewer. This Artistani this time had a look at goal. It was blocked by Yesko, and Brewer just couldn't redirect that. It'd be a goal kick for Hoboken, taken short. There's Barkeen to Brown. Torres. Davidoff. Good hold up play there. And he's miles offsides there. Be a free kick for Ukrainians. Ball all the way to Yesko. Trying to find Reed. Reed heads it down, finds Davidov. Reed again. Touch inside. Torres. And Artestani clears for Ukrainians. And does really well. Finds Savchin, who's got some space ahead of him, but not much support. Throw in into Curbelo, to Mullen. Back to Curbelo, who switches it to Moore. Bit behind Moore, but Moore able to keep that in, and now he's going to drive into the space ahead of him. Brewer just ahead of him. Here's Brewer. Curbelo lets it roll, falls to Najim. Artestani, Savchin. Cutting inside, trying to get on his left. Gets a fortunate bounce, and off the post by Savchin. Was fortunate to get a rebound, but was alert to it, and a great strike there from the number 10 off the upright. Good football there from New York Ukrainians. And throw in for Hoboken. Go backwards to Brown. Allert. Ball lifted. Trying to find Torres. Falls to Davidov, who helps it on to Barkeen. Barkeen and Webster comfortably into Webster's hands. Moore flicked on to Mullen. Najim. Park. Now to Mullen. Brewer. Najim. Matheny. Into Moore. Keeps it in. Now he's going to take on Terzier there. Left something. So start over Park and support. Rolling it back to Najim. Good ball retention from Ukrainians as they just loop it around. There's a ball into Matheny, trying to find Curbelo, headed on. And goal kick for Hoboken. Brown to Barkeen. Mullen applying pressure for Ukrainians. With Kondrachiev now. Rolls it back to Unger. Brown now. Dispossessed, and Brewer reads that well. Finds Curbelo. Mullen. Still Mullen. Good strike there. Didn't really have much power on that. It's a good look there, but from the number 23. Now Malkit for Hoboken. Trying to find Reed. Good turn there for Moore. Just bounces off Malkit. Moore driving at the... Here's Moore. Good football. Brewer! 2! The captain has 2. Great football from New York Ukrainians. Amar Moore driving to the end line, and 1-2 with Mullen. gets a wonderful cross there, and Brewer in the right place, right time, and a comfortable finish for the captain. And New York Ukrainians have a comfortable 2-0 lead here at McCarran Park. As of now, they'll be level. They'll go leapfrog Block FC in the standings to go to second. If this stays like this, here's Savchin. Everyone now, all from block to Manhattan Kickers down to 6. Trying to secure a playoff spot, all in contention. New York Ukrainians well on their way to doing just that. Free kick here for New York Ukrainians. Out to Amar Moore. Had that wonderful assist. Gonna do what he does best, go to the end line. Here's Moore. And good defending there. Be a corner kick for New York. Taking short, here's Park. Here's a strike, good strike there from Park. Moore had to pull a little matrix-like move to get out of the way of that. And it's a goal kick for Hoboken. Curbelo winning that header. Terzier cleaning up. Here's Mullen now. Mullen gets away. He has Amar Moore to his left. Mullen decides to recycle. Falls to Najim. Here's Park. Now Moore. Brewer. He's on a hat trick now. Good cross. Falls to Park. Could be 3. Oh! Great intervention there from Brown to lift it over the goal. Will be a corner kick for New York Ukrainians. Another corner kick for Savchin to set up here for Ukrainians. That's a good ball. Artestani this time on it. There's Moyes following up Brewer here, there. Kontrachiev trying to bring it down. And Savchin chasing back with Milne out. Milne gets around one. Still Milne. He's got Davidov in the middle. Malkit giving support still. Milne. Oh, good set block by Webster, but it falls right to Malkit. And Hoboken draw one back. It's Keanon Malkit with the goal for Hoboken. Game on here at McCarran Park. A great response there from team from New Jersey. Now, it's not all done and dusted here for Hoboken. If you were with us last week, Ukrainians were part of a thriller, a 4-3 thriller against Liberia. And as of now, there's plenty of time for another thriller to unfold here. Kondrachiev to Milne. Hoboken have some life. Here's Reed to Milne. It's a cross all the way to Webster. Bounce gonna fall to Moore, chests it. Leaves a little bit, shows a little bit too much for Terzier there. Here's Reed.
Thank you.
Fair challenge. Curbelo to Mullen. Brewer now. Out to Curbelo. And Reed chasing back. Finds Moore. He's going to take Terzer on. Terzer wins that one, but gives the ball away back to Moore with Curbelo. Moore. Here's Terzer again. Throw in for New York. Park. Into Mullen. There's a foul call to be free kick for Hoboken. Ball forward. Headed by Momoys. Cleared by Artestani. Falls to James Reed. Still Reed. Blocked by Brewer. Falls to Matheny. Curbelo now. To Moyes. He's trying to lift it to Najim. Over his head. Falls to Terzer, who finds Malky. Matheny to Brewer. Now Savchin has some space. Gets by Barkeen. Still Savchin trying to cut into his left. And cool for Yesko. Reed, good touch inside. Gets around Park. Still Reed. To Barkeen, who's got some spaces. And Jake Milne just ahead of him. Here's Milne now. He's going to lift it straight into Webster. Moyes. There's Artestani. Savchin to Brewer. Matheny looking for Moore. Falls to Brewer now. Reed. Still Reed. And there's the first half. An exciting first half. Ends 2-1. New York Ukrainians 2, Hoboken 1. The captain, Andres Brewer, scoring a brace in this first half to lift his team. And then Keanan Malkit draws one back for the team in white. And we'll be right back in just a few minutes. But as a reminder, today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. That's umbroteam.com. And we'll be right back with the second half on Game and Frame.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, For 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish. Flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Ladies and gentlemen, to McCarran Park, where it's 2-1 between New York Ukrainians and Hoboken FC. Ukrainians taking the lead through two goals from Andres Brewer, the captain for New York Ukrainians, and then Keanan Malky with a goal to draw one back to have the deficit. So shaping up for a potentially dramatic second half here. While we wait for the second half whistle, there's more action coming up this afternoon here on Game & Frame. We have Hoboken FC 1912 and New York International and APSL Metropolitan Conference action. And then at 7:30 p.m., or that's at 4 p.m., and at 7:30 p.m. we have Pan-Cyprian Freedoms versus Zumschneider. And then finally, 8 p.m., it's FC Sanzak take on Liberia. And FC Sanzak only need 1 point from that game to be crowned regular season champions. They're undefeated so far this season on 42 points. And so again, they only need 1 point from that match to be crowned champions. Here's Amar Moore switching it out to Miller. Good touch there to Brewer. Moyes trying to find Miller. Here's Brown. Barkeen. Brown. Back to Barkeen. Switch. It's well done by Matheny, able to evade the pressure from Reed. Now Bierney trying to find Brewer, the captain, who's on a hat trick. Or looking for a hat trick. Webster. Falls to Mullen. He's got Miller out wide. Here's Miller. Stood up by Barkeen. Trying to slip Brewer in. On a hat trick, it is! Andres Brewer with the hat trick for New York Ukrainians. He's grabbing the game by the scruff of the neck and putting in just a back-to-back performances, incredible performances for his team. That's a hat trick. He's scored 2 goals last week, had an assist last week as well. Just hitting some wonderful form for his team. Scoring all kinds of goals, scoring headers, crashing into the box and making late runs and just showing up exactly where he needs to be. And a great start to the second half for New York Ukrainians. As Torres trying to get something going again for his team. Broken up by Najim. Here's Curbelo. Lets it run for Moore. Here's Mullen. Park. Park's got Miller to his right. Still Park. Here's Mullen. Out to Curbelo. Trying to find Miller. Mullen. And extra point is good for Mullen there. Fortunately, we are not playing. It's a wrong football. Be a goal kick for Hoboken.
Yes. Brilliant job. Yeah. Brilliant. Hey.
Torres. Intercepted by Bierney. Falls on Moore. Najim to Corbello. Who loops it back to Amar Moore. He's trying to find Mullen in the center there. Kondrachev under pressure there from Park. Able to get it back. Corbello into Mullen. Park. Back to Mullen. Park continuing his run. Falls to Park. Oh, just couldn't get his hips around it, and goes well wide for Park and be a goal kick for Hoboken.
You can squeeze. We can squeeze. Mike's side.
Now Kondrachev. There's Jake Milnett trying to keep that in. Can't. Not enough pace. Ball into Brewer, who's has a hat trick for his team here. Scored all 3 goals. And this ball goes out, be a Hoboken throw. Brewer, good turn there from the captain. Good skill. Finds Najim. Goes to Bierney. Back to Najim. Finally to Moore. He's going to take on Terzer. And just falls to Yesko. Good interception there from Najim. Here's Moyes to Park. Corbello. Into Mullen. Out wide to Moore. Going to take on Terzer once again. Overlap from Bierney. Cross. Oh, just across the face of goal, and it'll be a goal kick for Hoboken. Another great build-up there for Ukrainians. Back to Yesko. Brown under pressure there from Miller. Headed by Bierney. Second ball falls to Davidov. Mathinis puts under pressure now. Torres trying to get ahead of that, but cleared by Bierney. Got lucky with the weather here this afternoon. It was all kind of nasty, rainy weather yesterday, and what a contrast 24 hours can make. It's just been a perfect day for football here at McCarran Park. It's New York Ukrainians certainly taking up the opportunity with the sunshine down on them with this 3-1 lead here as Hoboken tries to find their way back into this match. And ball's out, be a throw-in for New York Ukrainians. Najim out wide to Miller. Trying to find Mullen there. Little Mullen just a couple steps behind. Fall all the way back to Yesko. That's Park. Trying to find Brewer over his head. Brewer gets a bounce. Gets it out to Moore. Moore going for that far post, deflected, falls to Miller now. Into Davidov. Matheny applying the pressure, goes all the way. There's Moyes, still Davidov. Davidov with his earns a throw-in for his efforts. Here's Kondrachev. Here's Torres. Torres with the strike and couldn't get the direction he wanted. It'd be a goal kick for Ukrainians. Chested down by Mullen, but just falls to Torres, who then gives it away. It'd be a throw-in for New York. Brewer. Matheny. Brown. Now Barkeen under pressure from Miller. Allert. Torres finds Terzer. Terzer with the cross. Chested away by Park. Falls to Kondrachev, who finds Davidov. Davidov cutting inside and cut out by Matheny. It's back into possession with Barkeen. Davidov. Mullen. Now Brewer has some space. Finds Miller. And offsides and be a free kick for Hoboken. Webster rolls it out to Cabello. Moyes into Mullen. Torres trying to flick that on to Brewer. Now Mullen flicking back to Najim. Reed. Now Brewer can turn, finds Miller. Curbelo out to Park, chests it down and can't keep it in, be a throw-in for Hoboken. Davidoff with the outside the football, be a free kick for Hoboken now. Barkeen to stand over this free kick. Lifts it towards the back post and headed away by Moyes, headed again by Brewer, and finally clear emphatically by Moore. Park is going to try to switch it to Amar Moore. It's a great ball. He's got Mullen in the middle one time. Oh, tries to just hit it one time to Mullen there, but not the best of balls, and falls to Yesko. Mullen. Moore. Here's Moyes. Brewer back to Moyes. And Ukrainians in no rush at all. Moyes and Brewer having a little kickabout between themselves. Moyes looking for a run. Lifts it to Miller, headed down, falls to Barkeen. Davidoff scoots past by Brewer. Curbelo. Brewer. Into Mullen. Curbelo. Great ball out there to Amar Moore. Gonna give it back to the number 14. And turned over with Torres. Here's Reed. Finds Torres. Torres gonna go for a strike and be a goal kick for Ukrainians. Aller, and then big ball forward by Moyes. Throw in for Hoboken.
Exit this side, please. She's off.
Artistani coming back into the match for New York Ukrainians for Will Park. Make the long trek around. Delarice back in the match, number 77.
Let's spread out. That's good. Location is good. Go. With me. Yeah, a little.
Brown into Torres. Still Torres. Does well despite the pressure from Ukrainians. Now ball falls to Matheny, who gives it to Brewer. Corbello. Brewer. Good skill there from the captain. Distributes it out to Moore. Take on Terzer. Still Moore. Savchin. Now Amar Moore, opportunity for 4 maybe. Cuts it back. Gets a strike away, but straight right into Yesko. Good save there from the keeper. Milnit. Markin. And Savchin draws the foul. Be a free kick for Hoboken.
After right, 3 touches to go back. Just spot the ball about 2 yards back, please. I'm going to give it on the wing because we got some stuff coming. Find the first man here. Find Emmett. Just plan about 2 more steps. No, let's get it. On the whistle.
Sherba heading it, but going in the wrong direction. Here's Milnit. Unger. Kondratyev. Misplaced pass be a throw in for New York. Kondratyev to Barkeen. Finds Aller to Reed. Aller continue his run. Away by Bierney into Corbello. To Mullen. Plays the ball out to Kasherba. Kasherba keeps it in. Kondratyev. Ball into Davidov. Aller. Lifts it, trying to find Kondrachiev on the far side, but be a goal kick for Ukrainians. On to Reed. Dispossessed by Curbelo. Looking for Kasherba. Davidov trying to lift it, all the way into Reed, and Matheny does well. Brought down by Torres. Still Torres. Milne. There's a strike. Right into Webster. Ball in the Brewer.
Put him inside. Good, Noah.
Brewer. Nice. Out to Sobchin. He's got Kasherba ahead of him. Brewer. Brewer gets it to Mullen. Offsides called. Matheny doing well. Ball falls with Reed now. Got Milne just ahead of him. Still with Reed. And free kick called. Head down. Way by Ardestani, be a throw in for Hoboken. Savchin. Kondrachiev. Barkin. Gives it away, falls to Carbello. And then Kasherba. Throwing for Ukrainians.
Wait, buddy. Yo, go. That's good then. Let's go. You got speed? You got two? Buddy. Hey, hit my head.
Flipped on by Carbello. Falls to Mullen. Gets a touch on it. Bierney making an overlap and run. Still Mullen cutting inside. Carbello, strike. Right into Yesko. Brewer into Kasherba. Aristani. Carbello. Dispossessed. It's Milne now. He's got Davidov to his left. Finds Davidov. Cutting back. And Aristani does well to. And there's a free kick for Hoboken right on the edge of the penalty box. Be a very good opportunity, very good look to claw one back here. Looks like it's going to be Reed to stand over this. There's also Torres. He's got a left foot. Torres. Oh, off the line there by Bierney. And a corner kick for Hoboken. Allert. To Barkin. Kondrachiev. Back to Allert. Lift one back post and straight to the keeper. Moyes. That's a good ball. Finds Savchin. Can't keep it in. Milne. Out to Reed. Oh, can't get a touch and throw in for New York. to mailing it, but he's offsides and be a free kick for New York.
Turn the face! Turn the face! Whenever you're ready.
Here's Reed now, driving at the Ukrainian defense. Got Davidov and Ardestani intervenes, falls back with Reed. Kondrachev to Aller, back to Unger. And free kick called. Headed back across goal. Balls to Brown. Brown. Cleared by Del Reese. And ball went out, be a throw in for Hoboken. Barkeen. Barkeen. Here's Brown going to line one up, and just swerving in the wrong direction. Be a goal kick for New York. Sapchin. Well defended by Barkeen. Aller to Milnet, cutting inside.
You good, Jake? Find one to play with. You good? 77 left shoulder. Hold it, hold.
Now Amar Moore. Curbelo. Back to Moore. Kasherba to Brewer. Ardestani. Brewer. Matheny. Moyes. Good football here from Ukrainians. Savchin. Brewer. Ardestani to Park. Brewer. Yeah, free kick called. Free kick for New York Ukrainians. It's a good ball in. Oh, it's deflected. Deflected off Terzer there. But a good save there from Jesko. Forces a good save from Jesko. Davidov dispossessed. Now Savchin and is fouled there. Right at the top of the box. Going to be a free kick for New York Ukrainians. It's a tough challenge there from, I believe that was Davidov. And Savchin still on the ground. Slow to get up. Artistani gonna stand over this. It was Brewer last week that scored a nice free kick for Ukrainians. Artistani gonna take the reins here this week. Artistani, wide, goal kick for Hoboken. Brown. Markin finds Davidov. Finds Matheny. Ball by Aller. Forward by Terzer. Find Aller. Goes to Brown. Finds Milne. Ooh, good skill there from number 13. Barkeen to Unger. Torres. Good chance there, but couldn't really make any connection on it. It's going to be a goal kick for New York Ukrainians. Savchin to Kasherba. Kasherba's in on goal. Kasherba. Could be 4. Kasherba. Good save there from Jesko. It's going to be a corner kick for New York. Ivan Savchin to take this corner kick. Jesko holds on to that. There's a decent ball there for Barkeen, and Park does well to track back and clears. Keeper clears, falls to Milne, brings it down very well. Trying to find Reed. Ball bounces off the keeper, or the referee, I mean. Ball is lifted towards. Let's strike across. It was Unger, the attempt for Hoboken. Ukraine's looking a little dangerous there. Ball's back with Hoboken. Here's Reed. And the Torres. He's trying to turn, cleared by Ardestani. And it'll be a foul, free kick for Ukrainians. And Ardestani to Brewer, Corbello. Trying to find Unger there, but it's going to be a throw-in for New York. Sherbert taking a little slip there, falls to Brown. Kondrachiev. Park and Davidov battling there. Goal kick. And there is the final whistle. It ends. New York Ukrainians 3, Hoboken 1, and all the goals scored by the captain there, number 20, Andras Brewer, who's in a rich vein of form, scored 2 goals last week, and had an assist as well to give his team, I believe that's 3 wins in a row there for Hoboken, so they are finding some form in this spring session. They leapfrog Liberia. They go into second place. They leapfrog Block FC. Now they have on 28 points. And another emphatic win for New York Ukrainians. Don't forget, for this league in particular, FC Sanzak taking on Liberia later on tonight at 8 p.m. And FC Sanzak only need 1 point from that game to be crowned champions. They've played 14, won 14, drawn 0, lost 0. So they're undefeated, have maximum points here in this 25-26 season, and looking to be promoted, have automatic promotion into the APSL. But don't go anywhere. We'll have player interviews in just a second here on Game and Frame.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture.
Sync up my backpack or sync up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top. It's super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game and Frame. I'm Camden Brown, and I'm here with Andras Brewer, who hat-tricked this week, and coming off of 2 goals last week and an assist. You're in a rich vein of form, and you're starting the bar for the great form that your team is in. What's going well for your team right now, besides you, of course?
I think we kind of found the formula that's working for the team. Everyone's starting to gel together. I mean, you have a few games, you hit some wins together, and it's really helpful to the team to kind of have confidence and have belief. And I think that's been going well for the team. I want to make sure that our coach knows that we did this for him. He's dealing with some family emergency. So this win and 3 points was for him and his family. Yeah.
Oh, prayers up for the coach. And yeah, like you said, hitting good form, especially going into playoffs. No one's going to really be catching Sanzak right now. They can be crowned champions tonight, but again, great form going into playoffs here in just a few weeks.
Yeah, I think on our day we can really compete with all the teams. Sanzak, I mean, to go unbeaten so far, it's an insane achievement. So hats off to them. But when it comes to one-off game playoffs, I mean, Ukrainians can handle the business against anyone, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Well, you heard that here. If you keep scoring goals like that, hat tricks and free kicks, headers, scoring all kinds of goals. Yeah, you all have plenty of talent up top and all around. Very well balanced team. So, been really enjoying watching y'all play this season. So, Andras, congratulations! 3 points, 3 goals, and Ukrainians coming away with 3 points, leapfrogging Block FC into second place, and we'll be comfortable. Looking forward to watching them in the playoffs here in just a few weeks. But that's gonna be it for me on Game and Frame. I'm Camden Brown. I'll see you next time.
Thank you, guys.
See you, Andras.
See you.